Hello, my name is Catherine Ryan. I am 18 years old and I am from Waterford, Ireland. This video is my action project about my time in the Governor's Institute Vermont and the amazing experiences myself and the other participants had. As part of my action project, I decided I wanted you to hear more than just my opinion. It is ever so important in today's society that we voice all young people's opinions, not just our own. So here it is.
Hi, I'm Nirali. That's spelled Nirali. I'm 15 years old, and I'm from South Burlington, Vermont.
Hi, I'm Hannah Goldman. I'm 16 years old, and I'm from Colchester, Vermont.
My name's Emma Kirchen. I'm 15, and I'm from East Montpelier, Vermont.
My name is Johanna Jetta, and I'm from Germany.
My name is Amelia Fox. I'm from Belmont, Massachusetts, and I'm 16 years old.
So I'm Daniel, and recently, about 2 weeks ago, I just got back from GIV.
Since I've been home, I really wanted to give myself time to reflect on my experiences in Vermont.
If I were to describe GIV in one word, it would be life-changing. And that sounds sappy and kind of funny, because, I'm 15 years old. Why is something life-changing at this age? But it really was.
GIV has been the best experience up to date in my life.
Explaining my experience at GIV won't be easy, but I'll try. It was life-changing and eye-opening. I made the most amazing friends I've ever had, and I hope to have them for the rest of my life.
But I do believe that all my future opinions, all the decisions I'm going to take, they are all going to be changed and influenced and shaped by everything that I experienced in these 2 weeks.
I met people that I know are going to help me in my endeavors. I met like faculty and staff that I know are going to be there to mentor me, and it was just a really special place where I could express myself and I could really, feel whatever I wanted to feel.
I was part of the Youth Identity and Social Justice Issue Group during my time at GIV. I was in a very small group of 10, which allowed us to have very meaningful and thought-provoking conversations surrounding how our generation faces all levels of oppression, prejudice, and mistreatment.
I was in an issue group at Governor's Institute called Global Children, which is basically where we covered topics that ranged from refugees and IDPs, landmines, child mortality, HIV/AIDS, human trafficking and child labor, and global female inequality, and so much more.
My time in Vermont has tested me as a person. Tested my morals, my ethics, my values, my debating skills, and my ability to even stand up for myself.
It has taught me so many things beyond just politics and general activism.
The issue group that I was in was called Global Social Change. And one of the first things that we learned and tied into almost every discussion that we had was the two main worldviews. They are structural functional and historical dialectical materialism.
It really has changed me as a person, I feel, and I didn't know that 2 weeks could have such an impact on you.
I felt that I learned a lot of information, which is really vital for being youth in the world we live in today.
The basis of the first worldview is that all of these institutions that we have, like education, government, military, etc., have always just sort of existed and should stay the same. And one main motivation of that worldview is that money equals progress.
When I left GIV, I began to think much more about the concepts of sexism, racism, heterosexism, and how they play into my everyday life. I'm so glad I got to have this experience with youth my own age and learn alongside them.
The second worldview is that all of these institutions were created to benefit humans' relationships with things, like food, clothing, shelter, etc., and they change along with humans changing relationships with these things. I personally favor the second view because human beings are ever-changing and the institutions that we have should keep up.
I also became much more aware of LGBTQ identities. In Vermont, I feel that many of us, including myself, can say things or act in a certain disrespectful way because we're uneducated about different identities.
The leadership class was unique. I've never taken a class that amazing or that helpful or that pertaining to my life.
But I think the most valuable thing that I learned was that even though it may seem like an impossible task to solve all the enormous issues facing our world today, it's important to realize that they're all very interconnected. So if we work to eliminate one of them, we could really see an incredible spiral effect and a huge improvement on other areas of society.
The thing about the Governors Institute that was so amazing for me was the people. I didn't encounter a single person who wasn't welcoming, open-minded, and just nice.
What I liked most about GIV weren't the different activities. It was the atmosphere that was created by the staff members, but also by the attendants. It was an atmosphere in which everyone had the chance to be truly him or herself.
I have established so many friendships with so many people, and it's actually kind of great to have a network of friends, and it showed us, it highlighted to us all the problems that we might not see on a daily basis that still need dealing with. And I think it definitely empowered us. It gave us a feeling that, we can do these things. We're not just some stupid teenagers that are looked down upon. We're not just a lost generation, as people like to, call us. We can do this, and we want to do this. Every single person that was at GIV was passionate about all these issues. They wanted to do something about them. They wanted to learn. They wanted to ask the questions. They wanted to go that next step.
I believe this has indeed changed me. It's really made me think about my life, how much I can change and how much I have to change.
When I left GIV, I began to think much more about the concepts of sexism, racism, heterosexism, and how they play into my everyday life. I'm so glad I got to have this experience with youth my own age and learn alongside them.
I've always had trouble making friends, but at GIV it felt so natural. I was able to be completely who I am and not fear what people were thinking of me, because it was an environment free of judgment and any sort of disrespect. To have a group of teenagers and absolutely no sort of bullying is so rare and wonderful to find. I'm so thankful for the experience and for everyone that I got to meet. I love you all.
It was inspiring to be surrounded by such a group of people, and I'm so grateful that I had that opportunity. It's these people that I met over the course of the 2 weeks that will change the world, because they're so passionate. And to them, it doesn't matter whether it's an issue in their country or if it's an issue in a country half the world away. If it's an issue that impacts society in general, then we want to deal with it, and we are going to deal with it.
So there you have it. There's the opinions of my fellow Governors Institute Vermont participants and some of my own. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it made you even think a little bit about the issues that we all faced. Thank you.